This, of course, their first chance to take a look at this year's Toronto squad. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year. Two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
It makes me think of Stacey Augmon, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Now, here is Russell. Here's the 3. That one misses. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Booker with it. And Worthy picks him up defensively. Pass to Achua. Drills it from outside.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
LeVert with it. Covered by Van Vliet. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
3. I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Worthy. Into the lane. And it's denied. And they're able to recover. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. Barnes outside. And Vliet on the wing. Here's Barnes. Unloads from 13. The Raptors need to get a shot at it. It's hauled in by Brown.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Good work there as it goes.
Man, what a sweet pass by Russell. He has a great instinct for finding those opportunities on the floor.
And that one's good. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
And here's Russell after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Here's LeVert. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect for the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Josh Christopher.
Raptors leading by 7.
Michael Ray Richardson.
He takes it in. Pass to Christopher.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Raptors ball. Raptors substitution.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. It's good. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Russell. He can't get that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Van Vliet attacking. There's 1:26 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Achua. And stolen by Russell. Stolen away. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Booker.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Van Vliet. Finished off the break.
Fred Van Vliet.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Toronto leading by 13. Jacks up a three. LeVert grabs the miss. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Booker. And again, it's Toronto converting.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. .11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's LeVert on the wing. And the Bulls with another miss. The shot comes out. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play.
All right.
Raptors lead by 15.
Get up and get loud for the Lovable.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for the Raptors.
Driving the lane. And the
Rozier.
call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Chicago foul.
And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
An effective scorer when given this position. Rozier, he's intelligent and realizing when to try his luck.
A shot by McConnell, no good. Raptors leading by 16. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Down low. Here's Azubuike.
A quality defender thanks to his height and length. Whiteside is skilled at using both to offer shots.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
James Worthy on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Rozier up top. And stolen by McConnell. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And Harris wide open. He shoots. His three-pointers off the mark. To the middle. It's hauled in by George.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Pass to Christopher. Now Azubuike. A 15-footer. It's hauled in by George. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
That's a good break. I mean, it's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
Long range from the inbound.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And again, no good by Toronto. Bulls trail by 16. Harris looking it over. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Toronto now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Driving to the basket. Christopher, no good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
McConnell. And it goes out of bounds. That went off McConnell.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Raptors leading by 16. Here's a good screen. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Rozier's got 7 now in this quarter. And the wide-open shot from McConnell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Back to Rozier. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rozier's got 9.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into it.
Raptors substitution.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. It's hauled in by Brown. LeVert with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. And it's LeVert missing. And the Raptors with possession. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
LeVert from outside. No good. And Toronto will come the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Toronto leading by 20.
Hey, get on Booker.
Here's Booker going inside.
Excellent footwork there. Booker, so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
And stolen by Worthy. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. And here is Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, great float in that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. For 3, Booker. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards. And Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
From outside the arc. That shot misses. A dominating first half of basketball. And so... And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
From deep three-point range, gets the three-pointer to fall. Russell's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bulls. Now Van Vliet. And good that time. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Jovic. And he bangs it home with one hand.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Booker looking around. Top of the key. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
LeVert with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Russell, no luck. It's been all Raptors. And here's Barnes for three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game. The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. With three, Booker.
And LeVert's game goes to another level when he plays D with energy. It's hard to take him off the floor when he's impacting it on both ends.
From the wing, another one falls for Chicago. Here's Van Vliet. The drive by Booker. Got a piece of it. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound pass.
Substitution for the Bulls.
It's good from long range.
Hassan Whiteside.
McConnell's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto.
That's his second personal foul.
Richardson outside.
Second team foul. Into the lineup for the Raptors.
Pass to Christopher. 5 to shoot. And that time, also a missed shot.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it's Harris with the ball for Chicago. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run. And from day one, there was no doubt about Hassan Whiteside's ability to impact the game with his defense.
Yeah, he's one of a handful of guys who can rack up a triple-double using rejections to get the stats. I mean, he makes guys think twice about driving the lane when he's on the court.
Say this about Richardson. He is a fearless player. There isn't an opponent who doesn't think he can dominate or a situation he can't take charge of. There is no back down in Michael Ray.
Back to Richardson. And shot on the way. And yes, it's good. And the Raptors lead by 16. And so here is Chicago. Here's McConnell. Worthy drawing the double team. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Pass to Thorpe. Got it. Good job in the low post. Thorpe's got his first points of the game.
Great move. This is what you get when Thorpe's being aggressive. He's a high percentage shooter in that painted area. How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Richardson gets a wide open look. And another basket for Toronto.
Making good decisions in screen and roll. I mean, we saw that from Richardson at Tennessee, and he's been showing it ever since he's entered the league.
And another turnover here by Chicago.
Toronto ball.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play
Substitution for the Bulls.
And here are the Raptors now. And so it's the Toronto Raptors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got a...
Get up and get loud for the Lavables.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Raptors leading by 17. Rozier looking around. Pass to Azubuike. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Rozier with the ball. Driving in. Azubuike with the ball. Toronto working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. Richardson for 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Bulls ball.
Bulls trail by 17. Pass to Russell. Here's Niang. And it's Russell in the corner. LeVert from outside. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Toronto ball. Raptors substitution.
Toronto leading by 17. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. Rebound by the Raptors. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Achua. Sinks the three-pointer.
Precious Achua.
Achua's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Toronto.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Jovic. Here's Niang. Nails the baby hook.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Anunoby. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Brown.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
And stolen by Achua. Here's Van Vliet. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Barnes.
2 minutes.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to LeVert. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Here's Barnes. 5 on the clock. Anunoby has the open look. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance. for Toronto.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Fred VanVleet.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
And stolen by Russell. Here's Brown. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
And Toronto turns it over again.
Chicago ball.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here's Russell. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And stolen by Achiuwa. Now VanVleet. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just complete.
I ain't flexing, it's just motivation. So many talents, just like channels when you switching stations. They be looking at that boy like he's so amazing. G.O.D. on my side, no more explanations. That's all I gotta say. Ain't no more talking, ain't no more.
나 높이 조금 머나먼 먼 곳으로 나 날아가 더 높이 세상 넘어서 우주 밖으로 다 괜찮아 널 위한 내가 여기에 서 있으니 보고 싶은 널 그리며 네 이름을 크게 불러봐 나 날아가 저 멀리 하늘 속 작은 집을 지어 널 초대해 우리 둘만의 시공간을 뛰어넘어 바람아 우리 좀 더 세게 밀어줘 구름아 우리 마음껏 감싸 안아줘 아무도 우리 찾지 못하게 해 아무도 우리 보지 못하게 해